Learning a new language is not easy, but if someone is teaching you foreign languages through your native language, learning becomes a blessing. Tsering Kyizom is running a YouTube channel where she teaches English to Tibetan language speakers. Currently, she is working as a teacher at a nunnery in Siliguri and also pursuing her master's degree in English. Tash dile Tsering Kyizom la, it's lovely to have you here on Tibet TV. Finally, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tashle.
Kisom la, firstly, can you tell us what your contents are mostly related to? How are you teaching English on your social media platforms?
Okay, first, thank you so much for having me to this interview today. My contents are mostly related to teaching English through Tibetan, irrespective of what age groups and people belong to. I have some videos, contents where kids could learn and parents could teach English to their kids at home in a very fun and creative way. I also have videos for adults who are beginner to learning English. And there are some videos that I hope to help school-going students, be it grammatical rules or tenses and everything. So yeah, it's like, if I can say, it's like a one-stop destination for learning English through Tibetan. Social media platforms that I usually use are Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Yeah, so that's about it.
That's lovely, Kisomla. So, Kisomla, can you tell us what made you take this initiative?
Okay, so it was last year when all the schools had to close down during lockdown. One day I was just thinking about how the kindergarten students are getting their schooling on regular basis. And that's when I thought maybe I could show or help parents like how they can teach their kids at home, like whatever methods that I use here in my kompa, in my nunnery. Maybe I thought I'll make some videos so that parents will get an idea. So because like teaching, it's not only a job of teachers, and especially when it comes to kindergarten or preschoolers, it becomes very difficult for a teacher to take classes online. So I thought if I put up these videos, parents could teach English to their kids at home, like I said, in a fun and creative way. So that's how I started. First, I think those first 2, 3 videos got very much loved by people, and they started requesting me to put more videos, not only for kids, but for adults who wants to learn English at a very basic level. So that's how I came up with these contents, and I'm still doing it.
That's a wonderful thought, Kizomla. And in most of the Tibetan schools, the Tibetan children are introduced to the English language only from the 4th standard. And I'm sure your video has been proving really helpful for those Tibetan students. And also, Tsering Kyizomla, you started posting the videos during the lockdown, like you just said. And, you know, and very soon we could see that you started gaining a lot of viewers. And it was not just the children, but even the grown-ups. They started watching your videos and improving their English. So can you share with us the feedback that you have been receiving? And how do you track the level of improvements of your students?
Okay, so it's like, since I am on a social platform, I cannot track the improvement level of each and everyone who watches my videos. But from the messages and from the comments that I receive, I'm very positive that I am in a way being helpful to those people. Like, obviously we all have a lot of things to learn, and but for those people who wants to have that basic knowledge, I think by their messages and by their comments, I think I am being helpful to a certain extent. But if I talk about how I track the improvement level of my students here in nunnery, what I do is, whenever I finish certain topic, if it takes 1 day or if it 2 days, I make sure that I take an assessment of how much they have learned. Today, if I take a reading class, if that's like it focuses on certain area like R control words or certain vowel, I make sure that the next day I'll give them certain text to read that focuses on that area only. So yeah, that's how I do it here.
I am sure it must have been very helpful for the viewers, because even I have watched some of your videos, and it's not just helpful, but it is also really interesting. I really like how you even edit the videos.
Thank you so much, La.
So Kizomla, you have also launched an activity booklet for kids called the Little Easy Booklet. So can you tell us a little bit about the activity booklet and the reading materials that you make for the children?
So I'm someone I love to buy reading materials and worksheets for my kids, but I always felt the price I'm paying for the material is not enough for my kids. So then, and I also follow a lot of teachers from around the world, especially from the US, and taking inspiration from how they make teaching aids and how they make activity, like reading materials and everything. I thought maybe I could also give a shot and try what I can do for my kids. So that's how I came up with the first Little A to Z booklet, because obviously it's like the starting, like you have to know your letters, and my booklet content 182 pages, and for one letter you have 7 pages to do. And it's not something like parents will buy that from me and just hand it over to their kids. It involves both parent and teacher to do it together, be it cutting, drawing, sticking, everything. So I think if they spend a good amount of time on one letter each day, that itself will take like more than a month. So that's how they can like have the grasp of that knowledge. So that's how I came up with that. And also I remember like past few days I also launched my second book. It is a pictographic book, and that also got a lot of amazing responses. And yeah, so and I also have some more projects coming out, and like I hope to help as many kids as I can.
That's lovely. And also, Kizomla, I believe that you post your videos twice a week, on Mondays and on Thursdays. And Kizomla, you are also a teacher at a nunnery in Siliguri, and at the same time, you are pursuing your master's degree in English. You seem to be donning a lot of hats here. So, Kizomla, how are you striking a balance in all these areas?
So this is a really great question. Um, I always try to keep this balance, because once if I lose it, I'm gonna like it's gonna give me stress. So, but one thing that I really like about myself is I wake up very early at morning, and my classes here start at 8. So I have good amount of time, say for like 3 4 hours before I go to my classes. So I make sure that I prepare all my contents, I study it, I like make sure that the video is ready to be shot. No, then I go to my classes in here. I take my classes up. My classes like finishes at 4. After that, I make sure that I film those videos for the week, edit it, get it ready, and then yeah. So after that, from 7 to 8, I also take an online a reading class. After that, before I go to bed, I make sure that I do my course study also for like good 2 hours. So this is basically my daily routine, and that's how I try to keep up with everything in my life and yeah, do whatever I'm trying to do.
That is so much effort from your side, and I really admire your dedication to take up this initiative. Thank you so much, Kizomla, for speaking to Tibet TV. It was lovely having you here, and all the best for your future. And please keep continuing this wonderful initiative. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Saginala.
Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode of In Conversation with Tibet TV.